All right, I need you to listen closely. If you are a data engineer in India, this is a message that could define the next few years of your career. It might be exactly what you need to hear, or it might confirm a fear you've had for a while now. Let's get right into it. Look, today I'm just going to show you 3 numbers. That's it. These aren't my predictions, they're not opinions. This is just hard data. Data that shows the reality for data professionals right now in places like Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Pune, and Chennai. So, let's look at the facts. These numbers come from a very recent labor market impact study. And honestly, they're stark. Here's the first number, 57%. Just let that sink in. We're talking about the percentage of a data engineer's total job that is now exposed to AI automation. That's more than a half of everything you do. Okay, now let's get more specific. The next number is 65%. And this one hits home for a lot of you. This is the automation potential for the daily grind, the building of ETL and ELT pipelines. That's the core of the job for so many data engineers, day in and day out. And the last number, 70%. This is the automation risk for data quality checks, for all those validation tasks. Basically, gone. Automated, handled by machines. Okay, so those are the numbers, but what does that actually mean for your day-to-day work? Let's break down exactly which tasks are the most vulnerable right now. So here are the big 3. First up, pipeline development. You know, tools like GitHub Copilot, they can now write entire Airflow DAGs from just a single comment. It's happening. Second, data quality. We're seeing automated platforms that can monitor for issues 24/7, no human needed to write a single check. And finally, documentation. AI can now create data dictionaries and lineage diagrams straight from your code, and it can do it faster than any person or team. And here's the kicker. These 3 things, pipelines, quality checks, documentation, this isn't just a small part of the job. For most junior and mid-level data engineers in India, and there are about 5 lakh of you, this is 70 to 80% of your daily work. You have to understand, AI always goes for the repetitive, structured tasks first. And that is a huge chunk of the industry today. Okay, so that's the hard reality. But now there's a twist in the story. There's something happening that the headlines aren't really talking about. Because what the data shows us next, well, it seems to go against everything we've just said. And this brings us to a really important question. A paradox, really. How can a role lose more than half of its tasks to AI and still somehow be growing? Well, here's the other side of that coin. A projected 36% growth for data engineering roles through 2034. Let me be clear. That is one of the fastest growth rates of any job in tech, not just in India, but globally. So, what's going on? It's actually quite simple when you think about it. Every single AI model, every ML pipeline, every new generative AI app you hear about, they all need a solid data foundation. And who builds that? A data engineer. So you see, AI isn't killing the demand for data engineering, it's actually causing an explosion in demand, but for a different kind of data engineer. So this is where we need to focus. Let's talk about that remaining 40%. The part of the job that AI can't touch, because this is where your future career is. This is where you need to be. Look, right now you're standing at a crossroads. There are 2 paths. On one side, you have the boilerplate coder. This person just writes ETL code, does manual checks, focuses on the task right in front of them. On the other side, you have the AI architect. This person is designing the entire AI-ready system, they're governing the AI's outputs to make sure it's right, and they're translating business problems into data solutions. The first path, that's the one being automated. The second path, that's the one being empowered by AI. So what makes these skills irreplaceable? Well, think about it. Designing a whole system, that takes real understanding of business context, of long-term goals. That's not just code. And governing AI, that's critical because AI makes mistakes, it hallucinates, it needs a human to validate its work. Translating what the business needs into a technical plan, that's a conversation, that's a human skill. And, maybe most importantly, anticipating what could go wrong in the future. AI is trained on the past. It doesn't have that kind of foresight. You do. Okay, so now you know what to do. The question is, how? And I want to give you a real practical roadmap. No vague advice. This is a clear 5-step plan to help you become that architect. And I'm telling you, you can absolutely do this. Here we go. Step 1, start using AI-assisted tools today. Let Copilot write the first draft of your code, but you become the expert who reviews and perfects it. Step 2, you've got to learn the new AI data stack. Get comfortable with things like vector databases and LLM frameworks. They're the new foundation. Step 3, shift your mindset. Don't just check for data quality, own it. Design the systems that guarantee it. Step 4, build something. Just one project. An end-to-end AI portfolio project that proves you can do this. And step 5, this is so important. Learn to speak the language of business. Connect every technical thing you do back to a business result. So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this one powerful idea. The data engineering profession is not dying. It is being reborn. And the engineers who decide to act right now, the ones who make this shift, you are on the path to having one of the most valuable, most rewarding careers in the history of Indian tech. And so it really all comes down to one question, a choice you have to make. Are you going to be the architect, or are you going to wait?